Hey, good morning. Can you hear me? Because Backwoods Internet might be messing around. So, how's it going? I don't even know what to say. I'm just going to play something and we'll take it from there. All right. How's that sound? Let's start off with it's just like, oh, yeah, wrong folder. I really need to be. I've been having issues other than my usual ones. So, how you doing? Let's get the old playlist here. We'll start off with about a little funk. Here we go.
When biting boreas fell and over, sharp shivers through the leafless bower. When Faber skis a short-lived glow, far south the lift, dim darkening through the flaky shore. Or whirling drift, at night the storms, peoples rock, poor labor sweet and while burns with snawy reeds up, chopped wild, eddying swirl. Or through the mining outlet, knocked down headlong hurl. Listening, the doors and windocks rattle, rattle. I thought me on the Owry cattle, cattle. Or silly sheep what rattle. Deep layering spraddle beneath the scar, hill-capping bird, we helpless thing, that in the merry months of spring delighted me to hear thee sing. What comes o' thee? Where wilt thou cow thy chittering wing and close thy ear? Heaven, you are murdering errands alone from your savage home's exile. The blood-stained roost and sheepcote spoiled my heart forgets, while pitiless the tempest wild so on you beats. Chittering wing and close thy ear. Heaven, you are murdering errands toiled long from your savage home's exile. The blood-stained roost and sheepcote spoil my heart forgets, while pitiless the tempest wild so on you beats.
All right. I'm having lagging issues, so I'm going to blame my Backwoods Internet because it's the truth. So we'll see how this goes. So how y'all doing? I know I got Cricket here. How's it going, Cricket? I got Pizza here. How's it going, Pizza? And Jennifer, how is it going? How are y'all doing this morning? I'm not going to school today because there's no more classes. I have I have to rework my historiography paper, do a self-assessment thingy for my workshop, and study for a very horrendous final in my Asian American history class. So I'm oh God, I don't even want to think about that one. But I hope you guys are doing good. But yeah, so no class today. Yesterday was the final class days for the semester. And so I'm like, hey, I can do other stuff because I have no excuse not to do it. Oh, so yes, this is not a usual show. But what is usual around here? I don't know. You tell me. I would really like to know. Hey, shipmate.
The sun came up on the left, out of the sea came he. And he shone bright, and on the right went down into the sea. Higher and higher every day, till over the mast at noon. The wedding guest here beat his breast, for he heard the loud bassoon. The bride hath paced into the hall, red as a rose is she, nodding their heads before her goes the merry minstrelsy. The wedding guest he beats his breast, yet he cannot choose but hear. And thus spake on that ancient man, the bright-eyed mariner. And now the storm blast came, and he was tyrannous and strong. He struck with his oar, taking wings, and chased us south along. The bride hath paced into the hall, red as a rose is she. Her heads before her goes the merry minstrelsy. The wedding guest he beats his breast, yet he cannot choose but hear. And thus spake on that ancient man, the bright-eyed mariner. And now the storm blast came, and he was tyrannous and strong. He struck with his oar, taking wings, and chased us south along. Bright hath paced in the hall, red as a rose is she, known him, nodding their heads before her goes the merry minstrelsy, the merry minstrelsy. The wedding guest he beats his breast, yet he cannot choose but hear. And thus spake on that ancient man, the bright bright-eyed mariner, the bright-eyed mariner, the bright-eyed mariner.
Oh, my backwoods internet.
Ship blessed to parade across the blue. May stormless stars control thy horoscope. In keel and hull, in every spar and row, be night and day to thy dear office true. Oceanmen's path and their divider too. No fairer shrine of memory and hope. To the underworld down thy westering slope, there vanished or whom such regrets pursue. Smooth all thy surges as when Jove to Crete swam with less costly burthen and prepare a pathway meet for her homecoming soon, with golden undulations such as greet the printless summer sandals of the moon, and tempt the Nautilus his cruise to dare. All thy surges as when Jove to Crete swam with less costly burthen and prepare a pathway meet for her homecoming soon, with golden undulations such as greet the printless summer sandals of the moon, and tempt the Nautilus his cruise to dare.
Ah, going to your cottage. Cool. That's always nice. How's it going, Style? Thanks for dropping by. If you're still there. And then, of course, I said hi to Cricket earlier. And Matrix, how's it going, shipmate? Yes, definitely. Another day above grass. Better than the alternative most of the time. Even if it's shitty, it's another beautiful day, ain't it? Oh, and of course, ear scratches all around where appropriate. So I'm just kind of relieved in some ways. Yes, I still got this horrendous final in a week. Well, 6 days. It's on Wednesday. But yeah, I'm glad the semester's over with for the most part. You know, I got a couple things I got to turn in. But yeah, hopefully I'll keep my trend up. But hey, I'm just glad I'm making good grades. Making good grades. Oh, that song. Oh, things are going great and they're only getting better. Yeah, doing all right, getting good grades. This future's so bright, I gotta wear shades. Oh my lord! What was I going to? Oh yeah, I was going to play something to keep us grounded. Look to this day. Oh, one hit one.
to this day. For it is life, the very life of life, in its brief course lie all the verities and realities of your existence. The bliss of growth, the glory of action, the splendor of achievement are but experiences of time. For it is life, the very life of life, in its brief course lie all the verities and realities of your existence. The bliss of growth, the glory of action, the splendor of achievement are but experiences of time.
Yeah, I'm aware. I'm very aware. And Irish is aware that I'm aware. And that's I didn't plan on breaking down this morning, but just reminds me of my mommy issues that I got to get taken care of before it's too late. Damn fucking stubborn ass goat of a woman. That's a story for another day.
This is the field where the battle did not happen, where the unknown soldier did not die. This is the field where grass joined hands, where no monument stands, and the only heroic thing is the sky. Birds fly here without any sound, unfolding their wings across the open. No people killed or were killed on this ground, hallowed by neglect and an air so tame that people celebrate it by forgetting its name. This is the field where the battle did not happen, where the unknown soldier did not die. This is the field where grass joined hands, where no monument stands, and the only heroic thing is the sky. Birds fly here without any sound, unfolding their wings across the open. No people killed or were killed on this ground, hallowed by neglect and an air so tame that people celebrate it by forgetting its name. me among the heather bells that hide my lady fair. The wild deer grows above her breast, the wild birds raise their brood, and they, her smiles love caressed, have left her solitude. I ween that when the grave's dark wall did first her form retain, they thought their hearts could ne'er recall the light of joy again. They thought the tide of grief would flow unchecked through future years, but where is all their anguish now, and where are all their tears? Well, let them fight for honor's breath, or pleasure's shade pursue. The dweller in the land of death is changed and careless too. And if their eyes should watch and weep till sorrow's source were dry, she would not in her tranquil sleep return a single sigh. Blow west wind by the lonely mound, and murmur summer streams. There is no need of other sound to soothe my lady's dream.
This plowman dead out of doors, many a frozen night and merrily answered staid drinkers, good bedmen and all bores, at Mrs. Greenland's hawthorn bush, said he. I slept, none knew which bush above the town, beyond the drover, 100 spot the down, in Wiltshire, and where now at last he sleeps, more sound in France that to his secret keeps. This ploughman dead in battle slept out of doors, many a frozen night and merrily answered staid drinkers, good bedmen men and all bores at Mrs. Greenland's hawthorn bush. Said he, I slept, none knew which bush above the town. Beyond the drover, 100 spot the down. In Wiltshire and where now at last he sleeps, more sound in France that to his secret keeps. Above the town, beyond the drover, 100 spot the down. In Wiltshire and where now at last he sleeps, more sound in France that to his secret keeps.
Yeah, we're playing a few in Irish's honor, and I'm trying not to be a blubbering idiot because of my mommy issues. So, thanks for dropping by. Not to make light of grief, because we all grieve in our own ways, but yeah. How's it going this morning, everybody? I'm just going to play some more. But yeah, I actually... Where is it? I actually agree with you that one, My Lady's Grave, probably could use a little bit tweaking on the bass if I knew how to do it. We'll figure that part out later. All right, let's play some more. Where is it? I want to hear this one. Edgar Allan Poe, 2-1 in Paradise.
Thou hast that all to me, love, for which my soul did pine. A green isle in the sea, love, a fountain and a shrine, all wreathed with fairy fruits and flowers, and all the flowers were mine. Dream too bright to let starry hope that did surrise, but to be overcast, a voice from out the future cries, on, but all the past, my spirit hovering lies, mute, motionless, aghast. Alas, alas, with me the light of life is o'er. No more, no more, no more, no more, no more, no more. Such language holds a solemn seed to the sands upon the shore. Shall bloom the thunder-blasted tree, or the stricken are trances, and all my nightly dreams are where thy grey eye glances, and where thy footstep gleams in what ethereal dances by what eternal stream. Here lies a lady of beauty and high degree of chills and fever. She died of fever and chill. The delight of her husband, her aunts, an infant of 3, and of medicals marveling sweetly on her ill. For either she burned and her confident eyes would blaze, and her fingers fly in a manner to puzzle their heads. What was she making? Why nothing she said of old scraps of laces snipped into curious shreds. Or this would pass and the light of her fire decline, till she lay discouraged and cold as a thin stalk, white and blown, and would not open her eyes to kisses to wine. The sixth of these states was her last, the cold settled down. Sweet ladies, long may ye bloom, and softly I hope ye may thaw. But was she not lucky in flowers and lace and mourning? In love and great honor we bade God rest her soul. After 6 little spaces of chill and 6 of burning,
I got so involved in that one. And it's been a while since we've played that one that I forgot to select a new one. So yeah, I'm doing all good this morning now, aren't I? Oh, in my defense, I don't have one. Oh, God.
Baby Vance, is it harder work than it used to be? Are the new soda parlors worse than the old-time saloons? Baby Vance, do you have jobs in the daytime, or is this all you do? Do you come out only at night? In the winter at the skating rinks, in the summer at the roller coaster parks, wherever figure eights are carved by skates in winter, by roller coasters in summer, wherever the whirling jigs are going and chicken, Spanish, and hot dog are sold. There you come, giggling baby vamp. There you come with your blue baby eyes. Sing. Take me. Baby Vance, is it harder work than it used to be? Are the new soda parlors worse than the old-time saloons? Baby Vance, do you have jobs in the daytime, or is this all you do? Do you come out only at night? In the winter at the skating rinks, in the summer at the roller coaster parks, wherever figure eights are carved by skates in winter, by roller coasters in summer, wherever the wheels are going and chicken, Spanish, dog are sold. There you come, giggling baby vamp. There you come with your blue baby eyes. Sing. Take me. Oh. Thus the maid glideth where my love abideth, sleeps no softer, it proceeds on through lawns, on through meads, on and on, whatever befall. Meandering and musical, though the hugged pasturage bears not on a shaven ledge aught but weeds and waving grasses to view the river, and there a scanty patch of primroses too faint to catch a weary bee, and scarce it pushes its gentle way through strangling rushes, where the glossy kingfisher flutters when noon heats are near,
glad the shelving banks to shun, red and steaming in the sun.
Where the shrew mouse with pale throat burrows and the speckled stoat, where the quicksand pipers flit in and out the marl grit that seems to breed them brown as they not disturbs its quiet way. Save some lazy stork that springs, trailing it with legs and wings, whom the shy fox from the hill rouses creepy near so still. Stork that's sprailing it with legs and wings, whom the shy fox from the hill ruses creepy ne'er so still.
What's the point?
The earth we mounted, wound our vows until it fit, and fits the earth we mounted. Rouse and rock, we harp, we armed, and tried to yarp, and tried to fix the fix. We facted, felt, we fapped, and fed, anthem, hammered, felt. The words were stagnate, snapping half in heat. The wane, the melt, what words we'd hoarded, halved in holy porous. Meanwhile, what words we had, we wielded, kneeled, we knelt and wept, we wrung the wet, the sweat. We racked our lips, we rang for words to ward off sleep, to warn ourselves, to warn. The earth we mounded, wound our vows until it fit, and fits the earth we mounded, vows and rock. We harp beyond and tried beyond and tried to fix a fix. We facted, felt we factin', fan-fed anthems, hammered, felt the words were stagnate, snapping half in heat. The way the metal what words we'd hoarded, halved and holy porous. Meanwhile, tide still tide. And we still wants to mark and mark. Still watch for sound. Mark and mark.
Yeah, I'm glad that got your toe tapping. That's the point. That's why I like. That's why we're here to. I don't know. That's a sign. Just why we're here. I have no idea what I'm talking about. And my back with the internet is acting up. Hi. Hey, Kia. I did say hi to you too, I think. I don't remember. I can't take my...
Bake the day she suddenly dropped dead. We chew it slowly, that last apple. Shocked into sleeplessness, you're scared of bed. We never could talk much, and now don't try. You're like bookends, the pair of you, she'd say. Hog that great, say nothing, sit, sleep, stare. The scholar you warn on spike. At night, you need my company to smithereens. Back in our silences and sulks, for all the scotch we drink, what's still betweens. Not the 30 or so years, but books, books. You're like bookends, the pair of you, she'd say. Hog that great, say nothing, sit, sleep, stare. The scholar me, you worn out on poor pay. Only our silence made us seem a pair. The scholar me, you worn out on poor pay. Only our silence made us seem a pair. Not as good for staring in blue gas. Too regular, each bud, each yellow spike. At night you need my company to pass, and she not here to tell us we're alike. You're shattered into smithereens. Back in our silences and sullen looks,
Probably my is. I was having some. I'm having some issues. Can you hear me now? Yeah. Hopefully they set themselves straight. Who knows? Yeah. Now, where was I? Here. Let's play this one.
There are hermit souls that live withdrawn in the place of their self-content. There are souls like stars that dwell apart in a fellowless firmament. There are pioneer souls that blaze the paths where highways never ran. But let me live by the side of the road and be a friend to man. Let me live in a house by the side of the road where the race of men go by. The men who are good and the men who are bad, as good and as bad. I would not sit in the scorner's seat nor hurl the cynic's ban. Let me live in a house by the side of the road and be a friend to man. I see from my house by the side of the road, by the side of the highway of life, the men who press with the ardor of hope, the men who are faint with the strife. But I turn not away from their smiles and tears, both parts of an infinite plan. Let me live in a house by the side of the road and be a friend to man. I know there are brook-like meadows ahead and mountains of wearisome that the road passes on through the long afternoon and stretches away to the night. And still I rejoice when the travelers rejoice and weep with the strangers that mourn. Nor live in my house by the side of the road like a man who dwells alone. Let me live in my house by the side of the road where the race of men go by. They are good, they are bad, they are weak, they are strong, wise, foolish, so am I. Then why should I sit in the scorner's seat or hurl the cynic's ban? Let me live in my house by the side of the road and be a friend to man.
Hey, Joe.
Apnick Sweeney spread his knees, letting his arms hang down to laugh. The zebra stripes along his jaw, swelling to maculate giraffe. The circles of the stormy moon slide westward toward the river plate. Death and the raven drift above, and Sweeney guards the horned gate. Gloomy Orion and the dog are veiled and hushed, the shrunken seas. The person in the Spanish cape tries to sit on Sweeney's knees, slips and pulls the tablecloth, overturns a coffee cup, reorganized upon the floor. She yawns and draws a stocking up. The silent man in mocha brown sprawls at the windowsill and gapes. The waiter brings in oranges, bananas, figs, and hothouse grapes. The silent vertebrate in brown contracts and concentrates, withdraws. Rachel Nerabinovich tears at the grapes with Myrrh's paws. She and the lady in the cape are suspect, thought to be in league. Therefore the man with heavy eyes declines the gambit, shows fatigue, leaves the room and reappears outside the window, leaning in. Branches of wisteria circumscribe a golden grin. The host with someone indistinct converses at the door apart. The nightingales are singing near the convent of the Sacred Heart. And sang within the bloody wood when Agamemnon cried aloud and let their liquid siftings fall to stain the stiff, dishonored shroud.
I forget sometimes there's a lag, and I hope you're hearing everything fine right now, because right now it seems to be going okay here. So I hope you're enjoying the what I'm playing this morning. How is it going, Joe? By the way, very touching song for Irish. We talked about that earlier, and don't want to talk about that much now because I don't want to become a blithering idiot again. So you got to go back. Yeah. So, like I said, I hope you guys are enjoying the tunes this morning on a Thor's Day. Yeah, big pun there. So yeah. Okay. Hearing fine. Good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Because, yeah. Let's play this one. Beehive, Gene Toomer.
Within this black hive tonight, there swarm a million bees. Bees passing in and out the moon, bees escaping out the moon, bees returning through the moon. Silver bees intently buzzing, silver honey dripping from the swarm of bees. Earth is a waxen cell of the world comb, and I a drone, lying on my back, lipping honey, drunk with that silver honey. Wish that I like hive tonight. There swarm a million bees, bees passing in and out the moon, bees escaping out the moon, bees returning through the moon, silver bees intently buzzing, silver honey dripping from the swarm of bees. Earth is a waxen cell of the world comb, and I, a drone lying on my back, lipping honey, getting drunk with that silver honey. Wish that I might fly out past the moon and curl forever in some far-off farmyard flower. When curl forever in some far-off farmyard.
All right, I think I'm gonna play one more and then call it because I got stuff I need to do, and my internet's starting to act up again. But yeah, yeah, let's play one more, and I just want to figure out. Yeah, I'll play the one I usually play after that one, which is this one, Birds. I really need to redo the video on this one.
Birds are singing round my window, tunes the sweetest ever heard. And I hang my cage there daily, but I never catch a bird. So with thoughts my brain is peopled, and they sing there all day long, but they will not fold their pinions in the little cage of song. Birds are singing round my window, tunes the sweetest ever heard. And I hang my cage there daily, but I never catch a bird. So famous people, and they sing there all day long, but they will not fold their pinions in the little cage of song.
Hey, Kathy. Thanks for dropping by. But yeah, it's got to get stuff done. So y'all have a good one. I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully, I have a regular reaction show or whatever. Yeah, I'll see y'all then. Thanks for dropping by. Love y'all. Bye.